Good morning and welcome to Monday Moments with Fran. Today we are going to talk about the domino effect. I'm not talking about the game dominoes, but where people will stand up those little dominoes in rows, make patterns, make a formation, and once everything's in place, they'll then push the first one and all the others will knock down. And I think it's a fascinating thing that people do, and I've seen some really elaborate ones where people will spend hours and hours and make these really complex designs that go off in different directions or move around different physical spaces. But the incredible thing is that it all starts with one domino, and I relate that to our lives sometimes. I guess you might call it a chain reaction. If person A does something, and then it impacts person B, person C, person D, so on and so forth. I'll give you an example. When I was about 25, I went to I didn't apply for a job, I was offered a job, and for a few reasons, I said no thank you. I had a mentor at the time who took me for a coffee and very beautifully explained that it would be a pretty good idea to take this job. And as a result of her advice, I took the job. I, started working. 2 years down the line, I then became the manager of the same organisation where I started working. But if my mentor hadn't said, I think you should change your mind and take the job, the subsequent actions most likely wouldn't have taken place. So I say that to say, when we are in position, our rightful position, and we say what we're meant to say, we do what we're meant to do, we can impact so many other people through one action. A domino display, let's call it, or a domino formation, it starts with one domino that then falls down and impacts tens, sometimes hundreds, even thousands of other dominoes, and it can create such an incredible pattern. My encouragement for this week is find yourself in the rightful position in life, be it in your family, in your work, in your personal state, wherever it could be, because when you're in your rightful position, you can create that domino effect. You may say one thing to somebody that causes a change in them. Then when they're changed, they will then change somebody else or impact somebody else. We all live in, I guess you might call it connectivity. We don't live isolated. We live in relationship with one another, and what somebody does may impact me. And I've had it loads of different times where people have either been encouraging, or they've even maybe rebuked me, or done or said something that has impacted me and then allowed me to go on and change or impact somebody else. So what I want you to be reminded of is that you too can make a difference. You may not see that the action you do today impacts people years down the line, but it absolutely does. So be encouraged. You could be that domino that knocks on somebody else and knocks them on to their future, to their destiny, into their purpose. It can also obviously have the converse, a negative effect. But today we want to focus on the positive things and the positive impact, changes and influence that we can have. I've said it before, you have a unique voice. Same in the same way that you have a unique fingerprint. So the way in which you impact somebody else is very, very special because there's only ever one of you. So enjoy and celebrate your uniqueness, remembering that as you are in position and you are in alignment, you can have and create impact and change far more than you can actually see right now, because that's just how God has made each of us. Have a fantastic week, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Go ahead and share and encourage somebody else. Bless you.